The following is a presentation of the Flex Radio.
It's the interview sessions.
The interview sessions. In conjunction with the Flex Radio.
The team of Giovanni Jackson and David L. David
bring you the latest in entertainment news.
Featuring exclusive interviews with some of your favorite TV, movie, and sports world figures.
Giovanni and David are what's in.
Keeping you entertained with their chemistry and comical personalities.
The interview sessions.
Tune in weekly as they bring you new episodes you don't want to miss.
Please like, subscribe, and download.
It's the interview sessions. The interview sessions with Giovanni Jackson and David L. David.
Yo, this is half of the dynamic duo, man. This is David L. David, man. The double D of the double D and double J, man. Giovanni Jackson, where you at? Baby.
I'm right here. What's up, everybody?
Yo,
this is our first one for 2025.
Show for 2025, man. And we got a special guest today, man. Yeah, I know we say it a gazillion times, but today, you know, we have a legend in the building, man. So we're gonna let's hear one of your favorite rap artist, probably Giovanni, right? So let's listen to a little bit of Rakim, and then we're gonna come back with
Rakim.
our special guest right here on the Flex Radio.
Subway on my way to Brooklyn. Hello, good looking. Is this seat tookin' on the A train? Picking at a brain. I couldn't get a number, couldn't get a name. I said I still like your style and fashion, but I hate your hospitality attitude with a passion. Is it because brothers like to hawk a lot? Is it because your shine don't talk a lot? She turned away, no play. I said, okay, you don't really look good. I hope you have a bad day. Sat back, relaxed, though the ride was tight. I was thinking of the rhymes I wrote last night. Next stop was mine, a familiar scene. I was meeting my friend Killer Ben before Green, where the girls are real. They tell you how they feel. If you're soft, you're softer. If you're hard like steel. See, I don't bend, and I won't rust, and I don't break, and I won't bust. Stomped up the street, and did I hear a treat? Hard, high heels tapping on the concrete. I took a peek, it was the girl from the train behind me. Did she live in the area? Was she trying to find me? I didn't want to play myself out, I played it all. Stopped, then I bought again a stout. Now was she shy? She didn't walk by. She came in the store, and she even said hi. Curiosity, at a high velocity, maybe possibly. She had the hots for me. I said, if we're playing games, then we're gonna play mine. I'ma lay the rules, cause it ain't much time. If you hide your feelings, it ain't hard to find. I wanna know what's on your mind. I wanna win, girl. What are you doing, on your mind? About a week went by and I called her.
Hello.
I said, Joe, could I speak to She said, no way, yo, I know I didn't call. I didn't want to stress you. Go out my way to impress you, press to undress you. See, I want to get to know you so I can show you what a strong relationship can grow to. But you got to trust me and you're going to love me. Squeeze the phone and hug me. Use your mind to rub me. Now, how does it feel when my mental massage your temple? Telephone's hot from the vibe that I sent you. And tell me your inner thoughts and deepest emotions. Next, you see ecstasy's explosions. Now I'm coming to see you to spend some time. I'm a romantic warrior, but is it a crime? And if you hide your feelings, it ain't hard to find. I wanna know what's on your mind. I wanna know what's on your mind. And it's smooth and lovely. I'm in your head, so you be thinking of me. So we met in Queens and went to Valley Streams, and couldn't remember the movie we just seen. But it's Wednesday, take the train uptown. High to 125th Street Sound. Amateur night, showtime at the Apollo. Probably be watching Bill Cosby tomorrow. Then after that, get into it. I mean intimate. Every word is an instrument, making sounds and tones and songs and moans. My lips so close to your ear, it's like headphones. She smiled and said, you never know what the day will bring. It's always a new song to sing. The next day I went back to her rest, knocked on the door, intentions finesse. She let me in and had nothing but a negligee on, smelling like Liz Claiborne. I sat down and got comfortable and watched her huxtable. She sat next to me and said, what's up with you? I got the feeling for sexual healing and mental healing. Now how you feeling? She caught the effect and said she feel the same. Could you massage my intellect and stop the pain? Desire journey, the fire's burning. Your hot cause it's a lot you're learning. Now I'm ready to explore your inner world. It takes a long time cause I'm just beginning, girl. Take it easy, cut off the TV, cut off the lights. Use your mind to see me, use your physical form if I'm hard to find. Cause now I know what's on your mind. Cause now I know what's on your mind.
Yeah. Yo, this is our first show for 2025, man, and I am happy to be here, man. We survived 2024. 2024 was, well, actually, 2025 kind of started off kind of crazy, too, with this wildfire, man.
Yeah, but 2024, man, am I glad it's gone.
Right. You'll never want to revisit that.
No, sir.
Again. Yep. So, yeah, what's going on in the news, though, as far as that wildfire? It's still going.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
It's crazy what's happening out there. It's like, that's my city. The city of angels, Cali, is on fire.
But didn't you just say that they caught somebody?
I did see that on the news, but they had some video footage of somebody out there. They didn't necessarily say which fire was started, but the crazy thing about these fires out in Cali is, how about months before these fires, people's homeowners insurance policies canceled people's fire coverage. Wow. So, that's just like wild. And it's one of those things that make you go, what's up with that?
Right. So, speaking of Cali, our next guest, his name is affiliated with Cali. Right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to bring in our guest. Be right back.
The Flex Radio.
Yo, what's up? This is Chill Will, and right now you're listening to Giovanni Jackson on Flex Radio. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting stage show you've ever witnessed, appearing live. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. Yes. Have you ever seen a show?
Yo, this is your man. Yo, this is David L. David. And yes, this is the Flex Radio. And once again, this is our first show for 2025, man. And it is a special one. Right, Giovanni?
Yes, very, very special. We have a special guest.
A legend in the building.
Yes.
A legend in the building. And he goes by the name of DJ Hollywood. Hollywood was popping, man.
Hey, man, everything is good, especially life. Let's try to get it on.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Yeah, so Hollywood, man. So look, I've been following your career. I'm only at my double nickels. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't been around long enough to know your full. Your full story. I think I was like probably just born. Around the time that you started. Popping off. I'm born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. So I wasn't in the Harlem and Bronx scene, but we were right next door. You know what I'm saying? So when I ain't gonna front, when I really started hearing your name and seeing your name more was in Crush Groove. You know, it had the name up there, DJ Hollywood. You know, so me,
Wow.
I like to do research. So that's when I really, back in 85 is when I really started researching. You know what I mean? I heard about you, but didn't know much. You know?
Right. Well, the keys to this game is research. Most of the stories that's being told are being told because somebody told them, somebody listened to what they said, and they wrote it. Uh, but they didn't research the story, so they don't have the full fact of whatever that is they're talking about.
Right.
So,
You know, go ahead.
DJ Hollywood. So, you started in the 70s, like 70 or 71? Am I
Right.
mistaken? Yeah?
That's correct. That is
Okay.
correct.
Hey, Giovanni.
So, how did you, like, what made you want to be a DJ? Like, what was it for you that started all of that?
Well, when we were kids, the biggest thing in our community was talent shows because they had the YMCA, they had the Boys Club, they had Bathhouse, they had so many different spots, and every school had an after school center.
Mm,
So they had so many places to expound on your activity. And it was about winning trophies and all that coming up. And we had a 5-man group. We were emulating like the Temptations or whatever. We had the white gloves and the flashy moves, and it was going pretty good, but nobody wanted to come to rehearsal.
oh, my goodness. Oh, wow.
And we're all kids, so uh, we starting to feel like something's about to happen. It's like the group is going good, and we're starting to get hired. And like I said, the only thing with singing groups and all that, you have to rehearse.
Yes.
Right.
And guys they just couldn't get that part of the game. They liked the
Wow.
starism and all that, but they didn't like to rehearse. So
Oh,
I was
wow.
sitting one day where we rehearsed that, and I had the speaker with the microphone and all that, but I had nobody to work with me. And while I'm sitting there waiting for these guys, the radio was playing, and I could hear Frankie Crocker and a couple other cats doing their thing on the radio, and I'm waiting for these guys to show up, and so I'm listening, and I decided that I could do that.
Mm.
And
Wow.
I used to do choreography for a couple of groups, so introducing our acts became part of my thing anyway, because just like in the Five Heartbeats, the announcers for most of the places had their own favorite people on the show.
Right.
Mm.
So they would announce their groups with all the luster and everything, and the other groups would just give, oh yeah, well it's so and so and so. You know what I'm saying? So I started to announce. I had 3 groups, some young guys, younger than us. We was young too, and we had a girl group. And like I said, they had talent shows everywhere, so we were participating in a lot of shows that required us all to be there together.
Right.
So I start to figure out how I'm going to bring my acts on.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to say things like, well, if I was snow, I would be cold. If I was a jug of wine, I would be old. But since none of this is true, and I'm right here with you, passing the time with the baddest jams I can find. So I kind of copied some of that from the radio, and some of it was my own gift. And poetry became part of delivery.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I learned to sing. I learned to sing my conversation because I was a singer. So each thing I was saying, I add a little to it. You know what I'm saying, to give it a different sound.
Right.
And
Wow.
just playing with that, going along. Uh, I had some friends of mine. They had bought a system, so they had the 2 turntables and the microphone and the whole thing. They just ain't know how to use it.
Mm.
And I was the youngest of the 3 of us, so they let me put my hands on it. And once that happened, I had been taking lessons from this old dude. He had 2 turntables, but he was only using 1 turntable at a time. If you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
So
We play the record, and then I talk in between while getting the next record up, and then put the next record on. So the 2 turntables were there, but they wasn't functioning the way 2 turntables should.
right.
Oh, I
So
see.
Hollywood. So what year was this?
This is 70, 71.
70, 71. So let me ask you this though, because most people say, okay, hip hop was started in the Bronx. You know, we hear Kool Herc's name a lot. Okay, he started hip hop. But you being around in those days, and this is something that you were doing, it sounds like you were MCing in 70, 71. What's your take on that? Like, you know, with
The
people,
take on that is what you consider an MC. Those guys back in that time period, most guys were just announcers. That's my man so and so. He in the club, blah 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 blah. Yo, you got to move your car. You double park, blah 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 blah. Oh, yo, your mom is at the door. You got to get out of here, blah blah blah.
right.
Basically, they made announcements that went along with the party, but it wasn't part of the party. I saw that as an opportunity to add my vocals to it. Let's sing this. All right, now. Somebody got to get to the door because somebody's outside looking for you. Please go outside, check your automobile. So I started to add that little flair of my voice onto whatever I'm talking about.
Right.
That's cool.
And then doing that, I developed the style and the Kool Herc and the Bambaataa and the Grandmaster Flash and all of those cats that people consider the beginnings of hip hop or whatever, however that works out. None of those guys talk. Flash didn't talk. Kool Herc didn't talk, and Bambaataa didn't talk. What they did was got another guy to come in and make their announcements for them.
Right.
I did them both. I did my own talking and my own playing.
That's
so
amazing.
scheduling how things are going to go in and out, I did that whole programming myself.
Right. So I'm wondering why, like
So-
a lot of, I mean, because I hear what you're saying, and you've been around since, because the thing with Kool Herc, I mean, he used to do a lot of jams in parks, right? He threw the party at Cedric for his sister, So yeah, we know that history, right? But people know Hollywood, like people around New York know Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up
Well,
knowing,
that's because I was all the time that they were doing parks, I was in clubs.
he was in clubs. That's the point I was
Yeah,
gonna make.
I was 14, 15 years old, and I'm doing the after hour spots. That's where I started at. So I'm playing for a much more sophisticated type of audience,
right,
at a very early age. So while they were making their reputations in the park, I was making my reputation in somebody's club.
Right.
And I wasn't from the Bronx. I'm from Harlem. So a whole lot of after hour spots was available to me, and none of them had entertainment. So it was a rude awakening for people to get with this, because all before that, every spot hired a band. And a band would come in and do their little show, then they take a break, and the jukebox ran,
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
So I killed the jukebox.
So let me ask you this: Where did the name Hollywood come from? Where'd you get who named you DJ Hollywood? Or something?
I was very theatrical as a kid, meaning that I could run down the street, just start dancing, and then they had a lot of stores that had music playing outside the store, and listen, everything was a contest back when I was a kid.
Right.
So the best dancers around, everybody was trying to be part of that. They had little dancing things in bars, where you could win a few dollars or something, and I used to eat, go win a dance contest. And then the hustle came out. I was magnificent with that. And they were basically hustling in the Bronx. They weren't really hustling in Harlem too tough. People was doing it, but they was doing it the regular way. They didn't have that flair to it, you know. And I learned that flair. I was real nice with it.
Okay.
I have something
So
to
I used
ask
to
you.
sing, I used to dance, all of that. So they just started calling me Hollywood because I was Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of what that meant to being an entertainer.
Okay, cool. Yep, because back in the day, I always thought that, okay, maybe he's from Hollywood. Maybe that's why I named him Hollywood. So I'm glad. I mean, I've heard it, I've heard that
So
story.
my name is Holloway.
Holloway. Okay,
Okay.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Anthony
Anthony
Holloway.
Holloway.
So being Hollywood was just a small transition, you know.
Gotcha.
And like I said, I was doing all the theatrical shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a lifeguard at the swimming pool in our neighborhood. I used to dive off the balcony, all that. You know, so I the theatrical type of life was just a blessing God gave me,
Gotcha.
and I just ran with it.
So let me ask you this. So the Fever was one of the places that you frequented. I mean, you were there DJing a lot, right? In the Fever, or am I mistaken?
Okay, that's another story. That's another story that's made up. The Fever wasn't even there when I was playing at a place called Club 371. At that time, the younger generation didn't really have a place to go. So that's why they was in the park and doing the block parties and all that. I did the park, the block party, and I was working in the clubs.
Okay.
So coming up, that club thing got really good because guys started really liking girls. And you had to be dressed to come in the club, and you had to, have a little polish on you. Even if you was young, you had to have a little polish on you to stay in the club.
Right.
And if they found out you was too young, they'd kick your ass out. So guys started acting that part, and they played that part well. So if it was a few guys that was young in those clubs, but they played that part well.
Gotcha.
Wow.
It didn't raise suspicion. Now you had the other cats, they come in, they want to dive on the floor and all that, and that's a dead giveaway. Yeah, man, somebody get that fool out of here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that here. They tend to blame that on me. Like I own something. I worked in the club like anybody else that had a job there. They said, yeah, Hollywood wouldn't let us in his clubs and all that. It was never my club.
Yeah. Wow.
I had a job.
Right.
I'm the DJ.
Yeah.
And I'm getting in. I'm young. I'm getting in, but I'm getting in because I got a skill that can't be denied. No matter where you're from, no matter whatever you do in life, when you hear this, it's going to affect you.
Right.
See, and at that time, there wasn't a whole lot of rap dudes around, period. And hip hop wasn't even a word.
Right.
Wow.
Hip hop came into life like the end of 76, 77, and so on like that.
Right.
But before that, it wasn't no hip hop. They never even had a hip hop party. Everything was disco.
Oh yeah. I wish I was. I wish I could have. Well, I was around for the disco, but not old enough. But I really wish I could have been there because my mom loved disco.
Well, it was the change. It was the changing of the guard.
Yeah.
Life was getting ready to flip over, and at that particular point in time, God passed out this gift. I grabbed it. I ran with it, and everybody that it touched, everybody that got a chance to hear it, they fell in love with it. And I was fortunate enough at that time that I was playing all over the city. While these guys, Herc and all the rest of them, they were Bronx guys. They played in the Bronx. I played everywhere. And I was playing for mainly adults because I'm doing after-hour spots and all that type of stuff.
Right.
You know, a whole lot of drugs went along with that, but you know, you take some, you lose some. You know.
Right. I mean, because that always made me wonder. Because I hear from different cats. Like we spoke to Grandmaster D recently, and he said the same thing. Like even before Herc, there were other people like you, Flowers, and I mean whoever else, man. But
Yeah,
they
Plumber, Man Boy,
right.
DJ Jones. It was a lot of cats that played music, but that's what they did. They played music. They didn't talk,
Right. Right.
and they was killing them. They was killing them. People was gathering. Guys started getting little reputations for playing, and people just love being in that particular type of atmosphere.
Wow.
So you would also like heavily interact with the crowd too.
Well, that's because of what I do.
Right.
I'm talking, so I'm talking to you. I won't
Right.
need you to talk to me because I'm talking to you.
Right.
So you invented that.
So one thing complemented the other thing.
Right.
The call and response was born on the fact that I'm talking to you and I'm asking you questions and you're answering them.
Right.
And that's what born the call and response. People wanting to be part of that show. People wanting to act like they know something that nobody else don't know. People having the opportunity to express themselves totally. So that guy with the microphone ain't just standing there taking up all the space. You know, because at that time, everybody wanted to be a little star, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But most of it turned out to be somebody doing it and everybody else watching.
Right. So how
At
many
my
how many
party,
people actually followed in your footsteps? You know what I mean? Like you've seen all of
well,
these.
all of them when it comes to hip hop,
Right. Right.
because I was the first one doing it.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. And that's why it bugs me
And
out that, they don't bring up your name as much as they should. You know what I mean? Like, you hear your
well,
name,
for some reason,
Mhm.
what black people do, and that's in everything, is we create separatism.
Right.
Uh, we this and they that. We this and they that. Uh, all the other cultures of music like rock and roll and you name it, reggae, whatever. It's music. With hip hop, it's old school, it's new school, it's
Right.
drill, it's all kind because we create separate entities for everything we do.
Mhm. Wow.
That's why there's so much confusion. And then you add so many different sectors to it, and you don't know what's going on.
Yep.
And everybody's thriving to say, I did this and I did that. But it's not that many people with contributions to making this game what it is.
Right. Wow.
After a certain amount of time, everything is just a copy of something that they heard.
Yep. I agree. And that's why I'm so glad, we're
There's a
talking
few.
to you
There's a
today,
few.
man, because you definitely have to, we need to hear it like straight from you. You know what I mean? Like, because like I said, not to take nothing away from Herc and the rest of them dudes, you know what I mean? But like I said, we need to celebrate, people like you, who are around before and MCing before, the guys like in the 70s, mid to late 70s that I grew up knowing, who I thought were the first MCs, because
Right.
everybody talks about Melly Mel and, and Kaz and people like
Right.
that, not to take nothing from them, but you were doing it first.
No, I'm saying you can't take anything from them because what they got is what they got.
Right.
But it's not the original form.
Right. Right.
They took what they heard and did it their way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cats don't want to admit that part.
Yeah.
That there were things in front of them that they saw that created a game, and they all started to play it. They don't want to say that part. It's I did this and I did that and I did this, and you ain't do nothing
Right.
but copy.
Right.
You heard it, you saw it, and then you saw a way that you could deliver it the way you deliver it, and not changing the game, but making the game yours.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And that's why the individuality that came with the beginnings of hip hop was so important because nobody wanted to sound like another guy. Everybody wanted to sound like, some different shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Giovanni and I were just watching the Yankee thing, man, last year, the 50th anniversary, man. That was pretty dope. Snoop brought you out, man.
Yeah.
So that was pretty.
Yeah, but
pretty
that's crazy to me.
dope.
Here's a guy from the West Coast
Right.
bringing me into a New York thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is New York representing hip hop, and this guy ain't from here.
Right.
But his research is well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, he knew about me before I knew about him.
Right.
Right.
You know, the people that first started getting this game to go publicly was guys like Jerry Roebuck, Russell Simmons, a few Winston Saunders. These guys were promoters before hip hop. They promoted regular shows.
Mm-hmm.
And when this came along, they just scooped it right up, added it to their repertoire, and ran with it.
Wow.
All them niggas owe me money. They ain't acting like it, but you know.
You know what I was just thinking though, DJ Holloway, you should really write a book because you said something that really stood out to me, the original form. That'd be a dope title for you to come out with the book about your experience
Yeah.
and what you started. I bet you have amazing stories to tell. And the singing, which I want to dial back to. Do you think you should do you still like to sing?
Not really. I don't have a voice no more. I got old. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a crooner. I used to in our block growing up. I used to be sitting on the stoop, and we practicing singing, and all the girls that's jumping double dutch and everything. They stop jumping and come over and hear us do what we do.
That's so cool.
That means that it wasn't just something we did. We were good at it.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and people enjoyed hearing what we do. So my spotlight started to shine before they even had a spotlight.
Right. With the singing, I'm just so like, that's so interesting to me. Was there somebody that, you and your friends really looked up to as far as the singing is concerned? Was there somebody out there that, you guys are like, we want to be like that, but better?
Right. Well, I'm saying you put you into whatever it is. It started out checking out them, then it's them checking out you.
I see.
And once you add you to anything, it practically becomes yours, you know?
Yeah. When you were talking about that, nobody showed up, wanted to rehearse. That's just like, wow, my dad would have lost it if the boys didn't rehearse. I mean, that was like 100% of what they were doing all the time. It's crazy.
Yeah, but and at that time, say guys like me and your dad, we took it serious.
Yeah.
You know, they looked at it like it was we do something, blah blah blah. We took it like, yo, we get ready to go. We get ready to do this. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be boom. And if we keep going like we going, it's gonna be monumental.
Right.
And that was the attitude coming out the gate. And quiet as it's kept, they always somehow forget to add the main ingredients to what hip hop and dancing and partying and everything is. God. God made it possible for the spirits to align.
I agree with you there.
The spirits is what made this so big and powerful, because when you're rocking and you're coming through the speakers, you're touching people's spirits. And that makes them feel some kind of way. And then they're all like kind of joining in with each other, and they don't even know one another. It doesn't make a difference. That spirit is running through the crowd, man, and it's a beautiful, beautiful episode to be able to watch it. My greatest thrill in playing music all my life has been the smiles that I put on people's faces,
Yeah. Yeah.
the happiness and the joy that people are releasing because I'm doing this thing, you know?
That's a beautiful thing because, music is universal and you can just get carried away within music. If you're feeling sad, you can
Yeah,
get happy instantly. That's the
yeah,
one of the greatest gifts God ever gave us was music and is music.
yeah, because if you could be down and out. That right record come on, down and out, it's gone.
Right.
Even if it's not totally, but for that little bit, a couple of hours that you are drilling yourself at the party, it's a beautiful day.
Right.
You might leave the party and be fucked up again, but while you're at the party, it's just no stopping.
My question was, like, as far as any of these hip hop museums or the Smithsonian's or anything like that, are you recognized in any one of these, places at all?
Uh, I am kind of like somewhat ashamed of how that prevails, because that's why I wasn't even in that 50 years of hip hop. Snoop
Crazy.
Dogg brought me in, but I wasn't recognized by New York at all. Uh,
Oh, wow.
and I don't remember any of these cats. When I say any, I mean like any, like Good and Plenty, any, uh, doing this particular style before me.
Right.
I wasn't running in competition with anybody coming up because nobody wasn't doing this particular style. Now everybody does it, but they don't want to give me credit for bringing it to life,
Hmm.
which is amazing because uh, all this money you cats are making, all these uh, 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 scenery that y'all are creating, I'm the guy who shows you how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You know what? I was sitting here thinking that you needed to write a book. I think you need to do a documentary on it. That would be
Oh,
so
that would be
dope.
dope.
Well, like it's so many avenues to go down, but the sense of recognition is unbelievable that it's just not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to prove any of this that I'm talking about because it don't go no other way. There ain't two
Right.
stories.
Right.
You
Wow.
know, it ain't like he was doing it over here and I was doing it over there. There was nobody doing what I'm doing at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And everybody heard it, saw it, adapted to it, and ran with it. But at
Wow.
one point, nobody wasn't doing no reciting and none of that.
Hmm.
And poetry and records have always been a thing since the 20s.
Right.
Right.
But just in this particular style right here, there wasn't none.
Hmm.
Wow. That's unfortunate. I can't believe it. It's appalling and shocking.
It reminds me what Grandmaster D was saying when he was
Yes.
saying something about like how Houdini wasn't even recognized in the 50 years of hip hop either. I know, you're way before their time, but just
Right.
what you said earlier, just makes a lot of sense on how it seems like they just blackball who they want to blackball. To just like,
Well,
separate.
it's clannish. It's clannish. People put their little clique together, and they run with their clique, and
Right.
everything else don't matter. And they know that they didn't start nothing. They know that they wasn't responsible for any parts of this,
Right.
but it's their clique that's running that part of the show. So that's how they run with it.
The music business is very tricky.
Everybody wants to be in charge of God's gift. That's amazing to me.
That's so crazy to me.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I ain't going to even tell you how that feels to me.
Can only imagine.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
uh, the hard work that one puts into separating itself from the rest to end up with nothing.
Right.
Mm,
So, Hollywood, let me
mm-mm.
ask you this. Before it was named hip hop, right? Because they say what, Cowboy is the one that named it hip hop. Before it was named hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a name they gave it.
Right.
Before that, it was a job.
Right.
And a nigga was just doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
that's how I chose to do it.
So
So
it didn't have a
it
particular
wasn't no
name with you.
name
It was
for it.
just work. Yeah, it was just work.
No, it wasn't none of that. It was work.
Wow. So Hollywood, what are you doing? What are you doing these days?
Starving.
Oh, you
And I'm
want
pretty
some?
good at that too.
I was about to say you want some spaghetti because I'm cooking. I got some sauce
Yeah,
cooking.
I'm saying. Don't start no trouble, all right? But like when you're going through life and you meet the challenges of day to day, uh, everything can't go your way,
Right.
but some things you are due, and when you don't get that, it makes it real rough. It makes it like, are they kidding? Somebody has altogether lost their standard of what's going on.
Wow.
It's like now they got a program out called Stems,
Mm-hmm.
where you can add other flavors to other flavors and mix them up and turn them around and do different beats with different songs and uh, change the whole song around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Uh,
on that Pioneer
but
I
I,
just got.
but
Has stems.
yeah, but I've been doing this since we were using needles.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like this right now. You hear the sound of the music. I want to do it right now. I want you to come a little closer to it. Listen up closer, you will agree. Nobody in the world gets down like me. I'm Hollywood. I'm to the maximum because it ain't no fun unless we all get some. So listen up close as I change the tune. Right now, baby, by the sound of the moon like this. You know the rhythm of the rock. Once again, Hollywood is from the top. I'm going to give you all that I got. And when I give it to you, baby, it just don't stop like this. The rhythm of the rock, sound of New York. I'm DJ Hollywood. As we continue with the menu, let the Hollywood come up in you. Come
Wow.
on.
That was
That was a
good.
treat.
Let it go.
Yes.
You on the moon, cats like small, small, go low spot, me in the whole thing, flirt with it, cats, but I don't say no things, here we go, yeah. I'm like chicks and chicks, see me cruising until that my sister's question, we all to the races, like you know my aces, everywhere we go, just take place, sway your hands, Jersey clan, trickle of something, man, it's G and brand, fly, watch man, he taking losses, I be
Come on.
what's the two man, oh, chain, always stay in the force of game, stick you on the front line like G.I. Jane, oh girl, had a lot of shit,
Wow.
That's
Okay.
Rod Digger on top of Luther Vandross.
That was okay. That was right.
Oh,
Okay. All
okay.
right. Wow.
And bullshit. Hey, Luther, come on, man. Help me out. I say, what? Beat the bitch with a bat. Oh, where you at? Hollywood. Come on, let's go. The night. Oh man, Bell. It's uh basically entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
The DJ that can rock the house is the guy who can entertain. Uh, Most guys play and they play well. Uh, it's just not like being entertained. It's showtime when I come on. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow.
And you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I might tell a joke. I might do anything as long as it mixes in with the flavor that we're about.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I heard that we were, like I said, we were doing our research and we were listening to you on stage. I don't know where you were, but you were singing. The rap was about who you were before. You know,
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know, because when you really think about it, you
Yeah,
know,
I didn't
like
write
you
that
were
piece, though.
before all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's definitely a treat, man, and we appreciate, you know, our friend Sonia, you know, for hooking up this
Yeah.
interview, man. Sonia, I know Sonia's on somewhere. People, I just hear her laughing in the
I'm
Oh,
right
background,
man.
but I
here.
know she's.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
happy birthday to you, Sonia. I know you just turned what is it, 80? No, what is
Stop.
it? 60. My bad, 60. happy birthday.
Oh, man.
And you have your party coming up on the 18th.
Yep.
Yes, I do. January 18th at Clifton's Jam Rocks in Fairburn, Georgia. Come through, come through. We got Will Trax hosting it. We have DJ Jerry D.
Hmm?
We have DJ Fish. We have Mark Will. We have a lot of people coming from different locations.
David and
Journey with
Giovanni.
Trish out of David and Giovanni. They coming through as well. Y'all make sure y'all come out and show love for the 60th birthday joint.
Right. And that's not far from us. That's not that far from us. So yeah, we'll definitely be there. For sure.
And
The
Wood
wind
would
may
have
pitch
made
the
it
trees
too.
on high. The wine might fall into the glass. If you don't come out to celebrate her birthday, you can. Well, I ain't gonna go there. Anyway,
I wish you would come on through, but you know we already know your situation, Wood. I know
yeah,
you would.
I can't get out of
No
New York right now.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, we need to see,
I
you know,
know.
what can we do to contribute to, help that situation. I mean, Sonia, I know we did speak to you several weeks ago.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying, you know, any help will do. I ain't too proud to beg, but I ain't gonna get on my knees.
I hear you.
It's what has happened right now is I'm out of work,
Mhm.
and when you saving money or whatever you do, as long as you're adding money to the savings, it's okay. But when it's one way, that savings don't last too long.
Right. So do
You
you
know,
have, I
so
know sometimes they have these, what is that thing called that they set up?
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe. Do you have one of those set up?
I
no,
posted one. I
no,
posted one.
You did?
you
Okay.
did.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
add
well,
to it. I posted it.
Okay. So Sonia, tell us, tell our listeners how they can, make some donations through GoFundMe.
Yes, just look it's under DJ Hollywood and it's under my name, Sonia Rochester Patrick. And it's the GoFundMe tribute to DJ Hollywood lifelong history and story and all the funds and help that he needs dealing with his situation as of now and where he's at, medical and all. So just go on that page and look it up and you'll see it and just please donate to him.
Right. It could
He ain't
be
too proud to beg, but I'm not too proud to beg. I don't mind saying please help my brother from another mother.
there you go.
Please help him.
That's right. Whether it's $1, $5, 10, or 20, whatever it is, yeah,
That's
make sure
it.
y'all,
Just donate, please.
Sure.
Yes.
For
Look
sure.
out.
Sure. Yeah. So look, we.
and remember, even though we ain't related,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you donate, I will appreciate it.
Yo,
Thank you,
there you
baby.
go. Yo, Hollywood, man, it was a treat, man. It was more than a treat, speaking with you,
Okay.
here on the Flex Radio, man. And me and Giovanni really appreciate you taking the time, even with the things that you're going through right now, personally. But man, yeah, I mean, we love talking to the legends, man, and
We do.
and we love
Well,
hearing
I
the
just
true
like the
story.
fact that I'm appreciated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
For sure,
yeah.
man, for sure.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
definitely, So yeah, like I said, once again, Sonia, we appreciate you for, for bringing Hollywood, to us tonight. And,
No.
yeah, we look for, we definitely going to put it out there, man. So our listeners can, do what they can do. Like I said, any amount matters,
Yeah.
any money matters, but,
That's right.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we appreciate you, man. Once again, listen, this is David L. David with my other half, Giovanni Jackson, right here on the Flex Radio, man. And we had a legend not in the building, outside the building, but in another building, DJ Hollywood, right here on the Flex Radio. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Here to let you know before you go. Right now, baby, you know I told you so. Flex Radio, the sound you hear, devastating to your ear, and the information you're going to walk away with, don't have to rhyme. Come see us anytime.
The Flex Radio.
I don't wanna go step on right with my honey bun. Give me some of that yummy yum yum before I go to bed. Of all the animals in the world, I'd rather be a squirrel. To climb up on the highest mountain all over the world. I don't wanna go step on right with my honey bun. Give me some of that yummy yum yum before I go to bed. Of all the reptiles in the world, I'd rather be a snake. To climb right under girlfriend dress and watch them things.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't
forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Hit that follow button to be notified when new episodes are released.
Choose your platform.
Listen to us on Amazon Music,
YouTube Podcast,
Apple Podcasts,
iHeartRadio,
and Spotify.
The Interview Sessions
on the Flex Radio.
Ranked 66 out of more than 2.5 million other podcasts.
Tune in directly.
Download the Flex Radio app today.